There's so many things wrong with what he just said, I don't know where to begin. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Gabby. The murder weapon. Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. That must have been what I saw. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilted and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yeah. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Right when it's getting good to you, that's unfortunate. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard no, I mean I saw. Gah. Shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death. Order. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sewit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Why is this red? Did I fuck something up? None of these make sense to me. Is there a way to, like, go back and read things I missed? I think just trying to try sounding the clock is the best option. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sewit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sewit, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sewit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sewit.
Mia, I mean, Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Because it was bashed against somebody's head? Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Wright. Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence. That proves why the clock was running slow. It's the passport. It's gotta be the passport. I don't know where they are. Maybe Paris is 3 hours behind wherever they are. That's the best I got. Okay? That's what I got. For if they're in America, you're right. Paris would be behind. Presumably Paris, France, yes. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. That's why. Because that's a 3-hour difference if you ignore the AM, PM, and the clock doesn't say one way or another. It wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. Or whatever. It made sense to me in my head. Oh, look, I did say it right. I'm not a total moron. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sewit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Yeah, he just fucking died. He just bit down on his cyanide capsule, that's what that was. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. So it should be charged in contempt of court too, because he lied on the... That's true, you can't lie under oath, you can only, Oh yeah, for throwing the wig at the, defendant, you're right. Or at the defense attorney. But also, technically lying while under oath is contempt of court. If you are claiming your Fifth Amendment rights, you have to do so emphatically. You can't just do it by avoiding the question or lying when a question is asked. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Buttz, not guilty. Who gave the jurors poppers? And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sewit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sewit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sewit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I still can't believe we won. Court cases are never this short, right?
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... No, never mind. But Larry, she was a hoe.
Congratulations, Harry.
Huh.
Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Larry Buttz, innocent.
She said Harry Buttz.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
No, I didn't. I wish I could claim credit, but I did not choose the name.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Detective Suede Shoes. Because this game has the best names ever. That's why, Gregor. Why are you questioning greatness?
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure? Squeeze me. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. I really just want to hop in your lap and see how innocent you really are. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
It's not my penises. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Exactly, she took the statue with her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
Yeah, like hotel rooms don't have clocks. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better. Your girlfriend who... Hey, I mean, on one hand, your girlfriend who didn't love you is dead. So at least you got her off your hands. Or your girlfriend actually loved you and wasn't just two-timing you. But by the way, she's dead. It's kind of a lose-lose situation here.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now.
Now? I would hope I saw the importance of evidence sometime during law school, but, you know.
Also, hopefully you realize things change, depending on how you look at them.
Hey, Spicy, welcome to the stream.
People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself.
Your favorite streamer is an attorney? No, I'm not.
Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so. Oof, that hurts my heart.
Say, how about dinner on me?
Are you asking me out? You're my boss. This is sexual harassment. But you got some titties, so, Phoenix seems like he went to community college for his law degree. It's so true.
We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
I'm sorry, I'm 5. She said innocent butts. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
Gosh, girl, you need to hop off this deed. Jesus. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia. Oh, by the way, how are you tonight, Spicy? I don't think I asked. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Oh god, Mia's gonna die. Well, that's what she gets for being a sexual harasser. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. I told you the chief is gonna die. The end.